Hey, welcome back everybody. If you're new here, my name's Kurt. Thanks for stopping by. If you've been around for a while, well, thanks for stopping back by too. A while back I posted a video on trying to reduce some felt recoil. She shoots the Remington 1187. She's had it for several years. Little backstory. Years ago, she fell and broke her wrist, and it required plates and pins, and her wrist has very, very minimal movement now. So it makes it uncomfortable to shoot a regular shotgun. So with a standard shotgun, it's really hard for her to get the angle of that wrist to grab onto the shotgun here. It doesn't bend this way. So it was very uncomfortable for her to shoot. So I had picked up an aftermarket Remington stock here, more of a thumb-through type. Unfortunately, this did improve it, but ergonomically, the drop and the cast and stuff wasn't right, and it still wasn't quite right on her wrist, and so it was causing some pain there, and we're getting a lot of the head tipping going on, and then she was fussing around trying to get lined up down the barrel. This helped, but it wasn't right. So I was talking with a friend of mine, and he says, why don't you put a Boyds stock on there? And then he sent me a picture of his shotgun, and I'm like, ooh, well that's nice looking. So I thought, you know, I honestly, I didn't even know Boyds made shotgun stocks, or stocks for shotguns, but they do, and anybody who's followed my channel for any length of time knows I'm a fan of Boyds. They're beautiful, the fit and finish is great, I don't have any complaints. So I picked out a color. She is a big fan of green, so I've got this this beautiful stock here. Got some checkering in here, around the grip and up all on the forend. Some fish scale here. Very, very pretty. Excellent workmanship on these stocks. It's grippy, but it's not like abrasive. As you're shooting and your hands move a little bit, it's not like sandpaper on your hands, which is nice. While I had this apart, of course, I thought it's a good time for a good solid deep cleaning, so I popped the trigger assembly out, cleaned up the action, cleaned up the trigger assembly, lubed everything up really good. You know, I was pulling patches through the barrel and brushes, and just giving this gun a really, really good cleaning. The stock is really simple. There's a rod down inside here. It's got a nut on the back. All you do is pop the butt plate off, and you can access it right there. It's a really, really simple swap, no big deal. And of course the forend, take your cap off, just unscrews, forend here just slides right on and off. Not a big deal. I also put on a new O-ring in the gas assembly here, because those do go bad. So let's go in the house really quick and see how this fits her.
Yeah, it's real comfortable.
The sight picture looks good?
Sight picture looks real good.
How's the checkering? It feel good? Not too grippy, not too...
No, feels nice.
Okay, let me check your sight picture then.
Okay.
Go ahead and put it down and pull it back up one time. Yep, yeah, right there. Okay.
Yeah, good grip here. Doesn't rotate the wrist.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's real nice. I like it.
Okay, well, we'll get out to the sporting clays and give it a run.
All right, thanks, Boyds.
Okay, well, that's a winner. She really, really likes this stock. And I gotta say, I do too. In fact, when I pull this up, I am just dead nuts right down the center of this rib, and it's comfortable, the cast is perfect, the drop is perfect. It's a good fit even for me. And it's very comfortable, no sharp edges on this, very nice and smooth. It just works. It works really well. The muzzle flip on this thing was atrocious. It was terrible. But you can see here, the muzzle is, with her shooting it has been tamed down significantly.
Would you be chasing it or just waiting?
Personally, I'd wait till you get out there, because they're going directly away from you, so you can put the bead right on it. Now normally she would right around the halfway point through a sporting clays event, she'd always say, you know, I don't know if I can finish this. My wrist is really starting to bother me, and I don't know if I can make 100 rounds. She went through all 100 rounds, and I never heard, not one time, that I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this off. It's, you know, and also she did tell me too that, yeah, the muzzle flip, it's clearly down, but also the ergonomics really helped her out. Not a bunch of wrist pain or anything, and also her scores went way up. She was crushing birds yesterday. So I bet you, I haven't done the math on it, but I bet you she probably broke about 50% more birds than before. So she doesn't do a whole lot of sporting clays, and I understand why, because it was uncomfortable for her to shoot. But this is an absolutely beautiful stock, and it really does work. So I think it's a very nice upgrade to this Remington 1187. Absolutely a nice upgrade, hands down. I did put a high-vis sight on here for her, and I'm a fan of the high-vis. They're very nice sights. So I put on a Rhino choke. This is a hunting choke. It's the Outdoor series. It's got 18 ports on it. Because the ports are all the way around, it's not going to affect the muzzle flip, but it may help just a little bit with the felt recoil because of the 18 ports. This choke here, which is the extended or the mid-range duck, is probably pretty close to like a modified, roughly, something like that. Before she shot a factory choke, and the patterns, to be honest, with a factory choke they're garbage. They weren't any good. This does pattern quite nicely. We will be posting some videos on some pattern testing and get that, you know, get some lead on paper. So, but nonetheless, I just wanted to share this with you guys and let you know that it was absolutely worth it. And not just because of her wrist. I mean, obviously that's part of it, but also just because the ergonomics of this is far superior to the factory wooden stock, but also the thumb through Remington. I shouldn't call it an aftermarket. It's got Remington on it, but it is different. This is really nice and soft, and she also didn't come home and, you know, complain about her shoulder hurting too bad. I mean, you know, when you don't shoot a lot, you know, you still get a little bit of, oh, yeah, I can feel that, but it's not bad at all. She really does like, because I was thinking about, in fact, I purchased an adjustable butt pad here because I wasn't sure if the ergonomics were going to work or not, but this is a little stiffer, but I thought, well, you know, I could contour this, you know, get it adjusted right to fit her perfectly. But the way that Boyds has designed this, that it's not necessary. So this is a done deal. She likes it just the way it is. Nothing's going to change. There's no need to port the barrels. There's no need to put the aftermarket butt plate on here. Hats off to Boyds. You guys nailed the ergonomics on this, and I do love this textured fish scale. So that's very nice. All right. Well, if anybody was wondering what, you know, if something like this was worth it, and they make other designs too. It doesn't have to be a thumb through, but they do make some other designs, and you know, this has got a nice Monte Carlo on here. It's just nice, very, very nice. So got some fish scaling on the other side too. I guess with all that said, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.